Hi everyone, and welcome back to Hump Day or Dump Day here on Life Crystallized, where I use the cards to help you decide if this week for you and your significant other will be a hump day or a dump day. Now, before we get started, let's go ahead and do what we usually do and take a few calming and centering breaths before you pick a pile. Now, the piles that I have for you to choose from this week are, we're doing things a little bit differently. So, we actually have some messages for you to choose from this week. So, the first group is Send Love. That is the first card that I have for you guys to choose from. The next one is Think About It. And then we have Explore. And finally, Self-Reflection. So which one of those messages resonate with you? Now let's go ahead and take our calming and centering breaths. We're going to take a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 2, 3, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do it one more time. Take a deep breath in for 3 counts, hold it for 3 counts, and exhale for 6. Take a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you are ready, go ahead and pick one of the cards that resonate with you. If you feel you need a little bit more time, then go ahead and pause this video or this podcast and choose the pile when you are ready. So again, we have Send Love, Think About It, Explore, and Self-Reflection. Now, once you've chosen your pile, you can go ahead and look in the description box or the show notes for the section in this video where the message for that group is. And I am going to go ahead and get started with the Send Love group. So, Send Love, is this week for you guys going to be a hump day or a dump day? Let's go ahead and find out. Now we're going to do the past, present, future spread today. So you guys are coming out of, you've got the Key, the Clouds, and the Garden. So the past, as it relates to this relationship, is some cloudiness there. You guys maybe discovered the key to unlocking or understanding or gaining some kind of insight to some problem or confusion that was interfering or with your relationship. Somehow there was some kind of problem or distortion that you guys were able to understand that ultimately led to some happiness and joy, and that is that Garden in this relationship. So I feel like excuse me, the past, that is something that happened in the past, this confusion or problem that you guys gained some insight or clarity on, that ultimately brought some joy. And you guys have the Two of Swords reversed. So you guys might be coming out of a period where you took some time to yourself to really reflect and ground and kind of regroup and to figure out whatever it was that was going on with this issue. So there was definitely some issue that you guys were dealing with. I feel like you took some time away from the relationship, not necessarily like a breakup or a break from the relationship. You guys just took some time away from your partner. You took some time for yourself to figure out this problem, which was helpful in allowing you guys to come to some sort of understanding, which ultimately made this relationship better. Presently, what's going on with you guys? Presently, you've got the Mountain, the Rider, and the Ship. So there is a block, that is this mountain, that you guys are really coming out of. So you guys may be receiving some sort of news that's ultimately going to bring some movement, which is that Ship. The Rider is the news coming in that is going to bring some sort of movement on whatever this mountain was. Now, the Ship could be an actual trip. It can be actually one or both of you going somewhere. But whatever this block was, whatever this challenge was that you guys were facing, and that probably relates to whatever this cloudiness was that you guys faced in the very recent past. Right now, you guys are coming out of that. You guys are crossing over that and making some progress moving forward. And you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So whatever that work is that you guys put in, whatever seeds you guys were planting with this communication, whether it was a new type of communication, whatever that key is that you guys discovered to unlocking this problem, to climbing over that mountain, whatever it was that you guys discovered is ultimately what you guys are really working on. Like, that work has been done and you guys are coming out of that phase. So you're coming out of that phase of working on trying to figure this problem out. I feel like you guys have figured this problem out. You guys have tackled this challenge and you guys are ready to move on to sail in to that next phase, which is, what does the future hold for you guys? Is it going to be a hump day or a dump day? And we have the Gentleman, the House, and the Locket. So this man, this masculine energy in your life, in this relationship, is really going to be providing some stability that is at home. He is going to be creating a happy home that is that locket, that love, that together with that home. So things at home, things with this guy, this masculine energy, your significant other, things on the home front right now, because you guys have taken the time to sort your own things out, because you've taken the time out to figure out what you needed to do in order to fix this problem. You guys have done that. You've taken the time to put in the work to get over this problem, to get through it, to solve it together. It's now put you guys in a place for a really happy, loving, secure future at home. So I feel like this week for you guys is definitely a hump day. And the tarot card that you guys have is Seven of Swords. So Queen of Swords. Wow, I don't know what I'm reading. You guys have the Queen of Swords. So this queen is really just kind of sitting back and enjoying her hard work. She has really thought about this issue. She's found a way to solve this problem. She has figured out how to tackle it, how to move forward, and she is now just really sitting on her throne and enjoying the battle, the results of the battle that she has already fought. So she no longer has to fight. She can kind of lay down her weapon and just really enjoy everything she has fought so hard for. So this week for the Send Love group is going to be a hump day. Moving on to think about it. So if you chose think about it, this is your message. Let's see what is going on with your relationship, past, present, and future. Is it going to be a hump day or a dump day? And you've got the moon, the letter, and the ring. So there was some sort of maybe secret, something that was not as it seemed, something that was like hidden beneath the surface that you guys ultimately received some sort of communication on, whether it was like a letter, a text message, an email. It was likely some sort of written communication that led to some stability. So whatever this was that was like lying beneath the surface, it needed to come up, it needed to come out into the open in order to be addressed. And addressing whatever that was ultimately brought some sort of stability to this relationship. And you guys have Princess of Cups. So having this thing brought to light, having this thing come out in the open and having dealt with it really brought joy and happiness. If you look at this princess, she is just swimming in the ocean with a cute little dolphin, and she's bringing him a turtle on a platter, right? So she's just really having fun, being really playful, and just really enjoying all of the emotions that she's feeling. So whatever this is that came to the surface, that was brought to light, was ultimately for the better, and it brought some stability and security to your relationship. Now, currently, what is going on with you guys? We've got the sickle, the anchor, and the sun. So whatever that was laying beneath the surface, that was laying hidden, that may not have been as it seemed, having that thing come to light, and the security that brought with it, having that thing come to light ultimately put you guys in a position where you are now, where you guys were able to cut out, and that is that sickle, you guys cut out or cut off whatever this anchor was that was holding you down, that was holding you back. This thing that was laying beneath the surface, this thing that kind of was going hidden, going unsaid, that was not being addressed, was a weight, an anchor on your relationship. It was weighing this relationship down and was preventing you guys from moving forward. Presently, you guys have cut that thing out. You guys have dealt with it. You've addressed it. You've cut it out. You've cut that anchor. You've cut the cord, the rope to that anchor. And you guys are currently basking in the sunshine. You guys are really relishing that joy, that this relationship is offering you. And you guys have the Empress reversed. So if you look at this Empress, she is pregnant. She is surrounded by bunnies and butterflies and just all kinds of symbols of life and new beginnings. So you guys have been granted a bright and sunny new beginning because you have dealt with this issue that was laying hidden, because you have cut out that anchor that was weighing you down. Which brings us to your future. What does the future have in store for you guys? You have the Child, the Clover, and the Stars. And this is why I love doing what I do. I just love when everything just lines up and synchronizes, and like, obviously I did not put these cards together myself. I shuffled the deck. This is what came out, and this message just really flows. It's in synchrony, and I love it, guys. So this Child is all about new beginnings. That is tying back to this Empress energy. You guys have the Clover that is full of luck and joy and just opportunities. And the Stars, which is just all of this luck, all of this new beginning. The opportunities are endless, right? This joy, this luck is just magnified and amplified. It as numerous as the stars. So this is definitely a hump day for the Think About It group. And wow, you guys have the Nine of Cups. You are ending with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. Look at that keyword on this card, happiness. You guys have cut out whatever this was that was holding you back, that was weighing you down. You are presently basking in the sun, in the glow, in the warmth, in the joy and happiness of this relationship. And ultimately, the future for you guys is going to bring a new beginning, a fresh new start, new life is going to be breathed into this relationship. You guys are really entering another phase, a happier, better, more prosperous phase together in this relationship. So yes, this week for you guys is absolutely a hump day. Now, moving on to the Explore group. Explore. What do the cards have in store for you guys this week? And let's see what the cards are telling us about the past, the recent past of your relationship. So we're going to talk about the past, present, and the future. And what are you guys coming out of? We've got the Owls, the Dog, and the Whip. So there's some kind of communication. It could be from somebody who you thought was loyal, and it may be your partner. It may be someone else, a third party. But whatever this communication was with this person who you thought was loyal, who you thought was a friend, it resulted in some sort of pain. So maybe it was like some gossip that came back to you. Maybe it was words that were said like in the heat of an argument that were ultimately painful for you. But whatever it was, there was some kind of painful communication with someone in your life, whether it's your significant other or some other person in your life who you thought was a loyal friend that caused you pain. And we've got the King of Cups reversed. So this person was manipulative. So all of those feelings that we get in the King of Cups upright, that really strong but sensitive masculine energy, that secure, emotionally stable, emotionally available, independent person that King of Cups upright represents is the complete opposite, reverse in this situation. So this person who you may have felt was available emotionally, was dependable, was really had your best interests in heart, really truly cared for you, was really a manipulator. This person might have been narcissistic and really just concerned about themselves. This person may have been controlling and really using emotion, like emotional blackmail, or emotionally abusive. So rather than the kind, caring person that you thought this person turned out to be pretending to be kind and caring and loving in order to get what they wanted from you. And that caused you some very deep pain. Presently, you've got the Fox, the Crossroads, and the Cross. So the Fox is all about deceit and trickery. So you guys are feeling like this person deceived you, which probably is the truth. That is in fact what happened. This person presented one version of themselves. This may be the version that you fell in love with, but that version was ultimately a facade. That was not who this person is. So you're now faced with a decision. You guys are going to have to decide where you want to go with this relationship. Now that you have this information, what is it that you're going to do? And that decision, having to make that decision, is the cross that you guys are bearing right now. This cross is heavy, it's a burden, and it's painful. And you guys are carrying that load, and you will continue to carry that load until you make the decision. So whatever decision it is you got, whether it's to leave or whether it's to stay, as long as you're at that crossroads, and as long as you're at that in-between phase where you have not decided yet, you're going to continue to feel like you are carrying the weight of that cross. And you guys have the Ten of Cups reversed. So that joy, that happy ending, this happy couple frolicking together, working together to pour these cups, those cups are empty, right? So that happy ending that you guys foresaw it has come to an end. Those cups are completely empty. There is nothing left. There is no joy left in this relationship, which is really, again, you guys have to decide what you want to do with that information. What are you going to do now that that happiness, that joy that you thought was there, now that this person that you thought your significant other was does not exist? What do you do with that information? Where do you go from there? And you guys can expect some growth. You got the Tree, the bear, and the snake. So this relationship, in terms of the future of this relationship, you guys can expect really some huge, large, significant growth of the betrayal, of the lies, and the deceit that has already begun to come to light. So what this relationship has to offer you is more of what you are beginning to see. The lies, the tricks, the betrayal, the conniving is only going to get worse. This problem is only going to get bigger. That is that bear. It is big. It is huge. This tree is very deep rooted. It's solidly planted. Its roots are firmly planted where it is. It is all about growth. But in this case, what is it that's growing? What is growing is this toxicity that you see beginning to come to light. And you got the Prince of Swords reversed. So a future in this relationship really kind of defies logic. It doesn't make any sense. We're tapping into that irrational child, the energy of I want what I want regardless of the implications, regardless of the consequences. Like, I want this now and I don't care what happens tomorrow. That is this Prince of Swords reverse. It is that stubborn child throwing a tantrum. So this week for the Explore group, I feel like that Explore, and if you look at this angel on this bridge is walking away from something. He is going off to explore other options, because whatever he is walking away from is not serving him. It's not in his best interest. So he has to leave that to go cross that bridge and go into something new, something better. So this week for the Explore group, it is time for you to explore alternatives to this relationship. So this week for you guys is definitely a dump day. It is time to move on. It is time to cross that bridge and leave the past behind. All right. Finally, we have self-reflection. The self-reflection group. Is this week for you guys a hump day or a dump day? Now let's look at your relationship in the past, the present, and the future. So, what do you guys have going on in the past, or what have you had going on? You've got the clock tower. Eek, and I lost it. You've got the fish and the journal. So this fish is really all about abundance, a really nice flow. This journal is about discoveries, uncovering things that perhaps were hidden. And that tower is all about structure and stability. So you guys are really coming out of a situation, or you, in terms of your relationship, you were in a place where there was lots of structure, lots of stability, but perhaps there was something, some secret that was uncovered that related to that structure and stability. Now, whether or not that was a good thing, and you guys have the tower. So there was some change. Some, again, that's the Tower in the journal. There was some secret, something that was hidden, that was uncovered, that kind of came in and brought chaos. That flow is perhaps a flow of secrets, a flow of things that were hidden that really just came to the light. But whatever this was, it really shook things up. It was really kind of devastating. So it might have shaken that stability. That the tower, the clock tower in the Lenormand, was shaken by this tower in the tarot. So they're really two kind of opposite. These two towers have two kind of opposite meanings, but when you put them together, it really, that stability that you guys had in the Lenormand was shaken by whatever this was in the tarot, with the tower that is on fire and is just being disrupted, right? So that is what you guys have experienced in the recent past. Currently, you guys have the lilies, the lady, and the mice. So there might be an older woman in this situation. Maybe it's your significant other. Maybe it's like a mother figure for either one of you. But there's an older woman in this situation who is stressing you out, right? Maybe it's a mother-in-law. Maybe it's your mother. It could be an older female energy. That could be your partner. But whoever this older woman is, or this older female energy, this feminine energy, is really bringing stress and worry to your relationship currently. And you got the Five of Swords. So you guys are really feeling like you are in a battle. Now, you really could be either one of these. You could be the man that is lying down, that has the swords like stuck all around him, or you could be the female in this picture who has the swords, who she's the one attacking this guy. Either way, you guys are fighting. This older female energy has you stressed out, and you definitely feel like you have to fight. And that's where you guys are right now, in this stressful, worrisome energy that has you like on the defensive and just ready to fight. What can you guys expect in the future? You got the bouquet, the stork, and the grave. So whatever joy and happiness that is that bouquet, the beauty that was in this relationship, that was there prior to this tower coming in and just completely disrupting everything, that is no longer there. So you guys have this stork. This stork is all about changes. And so is that tower. That change for you guys. Now, you typically, the changes that the stork brings, depending on what card is paired with, can be a signal of an upgrade, of a positive change. But in this case, you guys have the stork paired with the grave, right? And then again, we put those with the other cards that you guys had. This tower, the journal, the mice, and it really all speaks to stress, worry, some kind of catastrophic event. So whatever this change is that is coming, because you guys might be in store for another change besides whatever this was that you recently went through, future wise, you guys are in store for another change that is going to bring an end. That is that grave. It is going to bring an end to the beauty, to the joy that you guys had in this bouquet. So the happiness in this relationship, the joy, the beauty of this relationship that is enveloped in that bouquet is coming to an end in the near future. So this week for the self-reflection group is going to be a dump day. And you guys are ending with the Nine of Swords reversed. You guys are going to have to tap in to that inner strength in order to deal with the changes that are coming. So the end that is coming to this relationship, that change that is coming, you guys are going to have to tap into that inner strength and be prepared to take some action. You guys are going to have to be prepared, not necessarily to continue to fight, but you're going to have to really buckle down and fortify yourself and be strong and prepared for the end that is coming. This end that is coming is really going to require you to be strong in order to get through it. And that strength may in fact mean you have to lean on your support system, right? Being able to say, I need help, to be able to say that I am struggling is a sign of strength. That is one way that you can be strong, is by admitting that you need help. There's nothing wrong with that. So when I say that you guys are going to have to tap into that inner strength, it doesn't mean that you have to go through this alone. It simply means that you guys have to find the strength that you need, whether it's leaning on your support system or it might just be you retreating for a while. Whatever that means to you, however you feel led to be getting through this is what you guys are going to have to be prepared to do in order to get through this change that the end of this relationship is going to bring. So that is the message that I have for the self-reflection group. That is the message that I have for all of my groups today. But we are not quite done, because today I am going to be answering a question from a viewer. And this question comes from Lisa. Lisa wants to know, is my Nigerian a prince or a frog? So, Lisa, let's find out if your Nigerian is a prince or a frog. And we're going to do a quick 3-card spread to see, is Lisa's Nigerian a prince or a frog? Let's see. Is Lisa's Nigerian a prince or a frog? And we've got the Sun, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Wands reverse. So, Lisa, your Nigerian is definitely coming in, bringing some joy and happiness to your life. He is here with some lessons for you. He is here to teach you a thing or two. And ultimately, he brings with him the promise of some really fun, carefree, adventurous opportunities. So I'm feeling like your Nigerian Lisa can be a prince. So that is my Ask Chris segment, which is a little segment that I will be doing at the end of every Wednesday, every hump day or dump day. Will be a little Ask Chris segment where I answer a listener or viewer question. So if you have any questions that you would like to have me answer in a quick 3-card spread, then be sure to shoot me your questions at ask@lifecrystallized.com, and you will be able to find all the information, the link, and that email address in the description box and the show notes. So I thank you for taking the time out today to watch and receive this message or listen. And I will see you here again next week for another episode of Hump Day or Dump Day here on Life Crystallized. Bye.